Hi, it's Mal, your gal pal, the host of Those Are the Girls with Mallory and Friends. If you're looking for a podcast that's talking about relationship, careers, and pop culture from the Christian perspective, look no further. You have found her. And this podcast, myself and some of my friends are sharing our opinions from the Christian perspective, and they might be a little bit different than what you're expecting. So go ahead, pour yourself some tea. Let's get into it. The views expressed on this podcast are our own and do not reflect our employers. Enjoy. Hi, I am Mal, your gal pal, and you're officially gathered around my pink desk for this TCAP on Those Are the Girls with Mallory and Friends. Welcome to the show, and we're super excited to have Isabel back. Yes.
My filter. Anyways, I'm so excited to be back.
I'm so excited to have you back. It has been a minute.
Yes. Oh my gosh. It's been honestly, I feel like it's been years, right? Maybe like a year at least.
At least a year.
At least a year. Yeah.
At
Oh
least a
gosh.
year.
Time
Yeah,
is flying by.
I
You been
know.
okay?
How have you been?
I've been good. I've been good, busy-ish. Summer, I feel like just started and now it's over. Trying to enjoy the time that I have with my family. My little sister, she's actually gonna be a senior in high school, and like her and I, we have a big age gap. But honestly, like now, she's kind of, you know, she's about to be an adult officially after she graduates. So it's kind of been nice to have her around and gonna have a little bit more things to talk about and yeah, so I'm excited for her and obviously just trying to soak up all these moments, which is actually why my hair is wet and just like dangling right now because we just got back from the pool. So yeah, what about you? How have you been?
I've been and I have been.
Both of us were like living life
I'm
living.
alive. That is very true. I'm breathing.
Oh my gosh. Facts.
My health-ish. It's
The economy is economy. Life is lifing for me right now.
life is lifing for sure.
I'm not gonna
Yeah,
sugarcoat
this
it.
economy, no bueno. Not that that's
No,
like a hot take or anything, but it
not that we're
really
economists.
right. Welcome to an economy podcast. No, it's I don't want to complain too much
We
because
don't want to bring the vibes down, but let's just say it's been a few months.
yeah. This summer though, I feel like I've done a lot of really cool things, and I will
Yeah.
say one thing that I'm blessed with is I do get to do a lot of really fun, cool things.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
My Mondays to Fridays might not be up to
Rockin'.
par, but my weekends, let me tell ya, I enjoy my weekends.
You live
I
it up.
enjoy my weekends.
Have you seen those TikToks that are like my seven? What is it called? My 7 to 9 before my 9 to 5 or whatever. Like early morning, all that stuff. My 5 to 9 and my wait, yeah, 5 to 9, 9 to 5.
After work, yeah.
Yeah, like before and after. Yeah. Anyways, I've seen those videos. I'm like, I could barely get myself to record. But like you said, I agree. I think like our full time jobs so different than like you know our side jobs. Because like same thing with me, like influencing. I get to do all these fun things and go to these fun events, and then it's like I'm just kidding. I can do that full time. So we live the best of both
Yeah,
worlds.
yeah,
Yet, exactly.
yes. But yeah, anything else you want to share with the class?
No, I'm like no, no.
It's so
It's been
funny, like
slower. I feel like last year I did a lot. Like I literally was like up and down, traveling everywhere. Started the year in Miami, then went to Jacksonville, then went to California, went to Disneyland, and 2 weeks later went to Europe, went to 5 countries. Like it was a busy year last year, and I feel like this year, to be honest, it just like has not been the same. And I think obviously 2025 was going to be a hard year to top. So I just feel like especially with work and everything, as you know, Mel. Yeah, it just has not been the same. And unfortunately, I just don't have anything else exciting to say other than
wait, tell
life
me
is life.
about your trip. But tell me about your Europe trip.
Yeah, so I went it's almost gonna be the 1 year anniversary, but I went last August. We were in Paris for a wedding. Actually, the wedding was in Champagne. Went to Paris, then Champagne,
Okay,
then we did
Emily.
yes, girl. And I should have done that for my tagline, but I'm the worst. I'm the worst content creator. I always say that, but anyways, we're getting better. Then we went to Champagne, France, which was like the countryside, which was so pretty. And after that, we went to Nice, France. But we had to pass through Switzerland. Oh no, I'm sorry. did we go to, I can't remember now. We went to Switzerland for a little bit, and then we went back to Nice, and we stopped at Italy. In Italy, it was like a very like border town. It wasn't like Italy, like Rome or whatever. But then we did, and then we had a layover in Frankfurt, and then we went to Nice and Monaco. So we did 5 countries. Yes, girl. It was amazing, amazing. I still have to post all my pictures. I have so many. My niece has my phone, but yeah, girl, it was amazing. And the Eiffel Tower, like so cute. I definitely want to be back in Paris because obviously I went with my boyfriend, which is amazing and sweet and romantic. But I also think it's like a very like girly town. Like I feel like it's for the girls. Paris is for the
Yeah.
girls.
I want
Unless
to
you
go
obviously go
so
to the Eiffel
badly.
Tower, but
Yeah.
yeah. But it was a good time. It was
I
a good
also want to go to Barcelona,
time. Yes, me
like the Cheetah Girl.
too. Well, the World Cup is going to be in Spain, Portugal, and Morocco, I think.
Okay, I heard Uruguay at one
Just
point.
really,
That's what I heard someone say, but
I don't know.
I don't know. If it's in Spain, Portugal, and Morocco, that would be really cool. Morocco is also on my list.
Yeah, isn't
Portugal is not necessarily
Morocco's Africa, right? It's like North Africa.
Uruguay.
No, Morocco, no, Uruguay.
Morocco
It
is
is.
yes, North Africa.
Yeah.
So, fun story about Morocco. When I was in Oman, I met this
I feel like
guy
you could
from
pass by
Morocco.
Moroccan.
Say that again.
I said I feel like you could pass by Moroccan. You like
Oh, I could
Moroccan?
pass. I think I could too.
Yeah.
And I met this guy from Morocco, and we like
Okay.
talked and chatted a little bit or whatever. And he was in Oman for work, Muscat, Oman for work. And then his sister was getting married, and his mom and his sister were going to Egypt to get her dressed. And I just remember thinking, like, whoa, what a cool life! Like you're going to Egypt. Like you're going to Egypt to get it, and then I was like, wait, so marriage, you say? But he was Muslim.
You're like, well, no,
I probably
so
couldn't.
you've been across the world too, right? You went
Yeah.
somewhere. Yes, it's so cool. Like it literally is just a culture shock, right?
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so France was not that big of a culture shock. Well, you know what I mean? Like it was like we weren't in like I don't know, but Switzerland, all that. It's just so cool to be in those countries, and you're like, oh wait, there is no American flag here. Like a different flag, different food, different people. Like most people don't talk, don't speak. Well, they do speak English, but you know what I mean. There's so many languages and stuff like that. I don't know. I think that's the cool part about traveling. It really opens up your horizons. And now I'm just like, where are we going next? Like, I want to go to Africa. I want to go to Asia. I want to go to
Yeah.
South Korea because of the skincare. I'm like, I need to hit up South Korea for sure.
Yeah.
But
Okay, question. Would you do one of those North Korea tours?
no, girl, I am too scared for that. I won't
Okay.
even go to the city in my own country. I don't even want to go to downtown Houston. You will not see me in North Korea.
Would, just for the
Really?
experience. Yeah, just for the
No.
experience.
I'm like, okay,
I mean, as long as you don't act crazy,
like,
I
bye,
don't
bye.
know, for the
Yeah.
experience. I mean, with
Yeah.
my job that I have now, I actually can't. I actually found out technically
Oh,
the job
really?
that I have now, we're not really supposed to go to like China even, which
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Crazy. I
Yeah,
guess if they
so
consider you guys as like insider, whatever. I don't know.
yeah. And I'm like, I know nothing. Sometimes things happen and like people tell me. Like I don't know any you like if you bug my room, like if you
Yeah.
bug my like hotel room, you're really going to be like
I'm disappointed.
yeah. You're going to hear a lot of crying.
I think a lot of people think like when you work at a certain company or somewhere, like they automatically have all this information and stuff, but you're like, they don't tell me anything. Like even in my company, like on LinkedIn, they'll be like, they'll see my previous companies and they'll be like, hey, I really want to, do you think, or they'll call me and be like, hey, we want to install this, we want to tell you guys about this software, blah, blah, blah. Do you think so? You think this company will want it? And I'm like, you're talking to the very low bottom. I don't know
Right.
anything. And all I know is I don't got the budget. But yeah, you could try whoever else. But it's above my pay grade. But I'm thankful that you think I'm that high up and important, but I'm not.
Right. So yeah, like it's like okay, well, awkward. You're not gonna get anything. You're gonna hear me crying and then me probably laughing and then me crying again. So then you'll be confused.
Oh my god.
And then probably me laughing. Like that's kind of how it goes.
Right.
So
I love your
yeah,
hair, by the
but
way. I feel like we're both rocking the short hair because you cut your hair
yes.
too. It's so cute.
Thank you, thank you. So my hair, okay, so
And
I got
next
my hair
episode, I will be
straightened
all
for
dolled up, but not today. Sorry. What?
wait, what'd you say?
I said, and next episode, I'm gonna be dolled up, but not right now because I just don't like
Yes,
putting
yes, yes, yes. You still look cute though. Like you don't look.
them.
I like if you needed, I would have been like, oh hey girl, you mind like throwing something else on? But no, you look fine. And God knows if this will even be video, but we'll see. I'll figure this out later. But at least we're getting the audio. What I was gonna say
Yeah.
is, so a couple weeks ago I had to get
With
my
your
hair
hair.
straightened, but everywhere I go is so humid. It like
Yeah.
poof. And then I was like, you know what? I'm so tired of it. Let me just like wet it. So, for those who do not know, with black hair, so my
Mhm.
hair, like if you were to straighten it, is probably down to like maybe
No
like
way.
rightish here. But when you get it wet, it like
But it's
shrinks.
curly. Yeah.
Yeah, it shrinks, and instead of growing down, it grows like out. So
I guess because of the texture, because my hair
yes,
also, because my hair is longer when I straighten it, and obviously it's like wavy. It's really not curly. But this is like my natural hair, like out of the shower and stuff.
yeah,
So yeah, it's this one's a little bit more curly. Anyways, but it is still pretty thick. Like my hairdresser was like, "Girl, I didn't know your hair was thick," because you can't see it, but once you feel it, you're like, okay. So when I have it curly and wet, it's a little shorter, and then when I style it, it's a little longer. But I'm assuming with your hair, it's very very thick, so it's even more like if you
it's
if you
dense. It's very
yes
dense, and the
yeah, because
curls
my
are very
friend,
tight. So like,
oh yeah, it
for
is
example,
long. Oh my god.
it's like that if I were to like straighten it and maybe even a little bit longer,
And
but
don't you have to
let
get it
me
like what is it called, like perm? Like a perm or not flat iron? Y'all,
flat
is that the
ironed. Yeah,
yeah,
press.
press. There we go. I was like, there's a different word for it.
Yeah, press. A silk press. I don't know
Silk
if you've seen the
press. Yes.
TikTok. It's like I saw this TikTok. This girl's like, how you want people to act when you get your hair silk pressed, and it's a clip from Princess Diaries where they're like, ooh, and they're like making fun of
Lo-
her, and she's like,
yeah, I love Princess Diary. Literally, I'm like,
love
please.
Princess Diaries.
I
But
know
yeah,
when I went to cut my hair, I was like, please everybody compliment me. But then I'm like, wait, they can't because they don't even know the difference unless you actually know me. You know, all my friends and family were like, oh my god, you cut your hair. That was actually kind of funny. But anyways, yeah,
yeah. When I saw the TikTok, I was like, she cut her hair. It looks good. I've just never seen you with short hair. And what's so it's not even like it's that short. It's just like
yeah.
significantly shorter than it was before, but it looks good. I promise you it looks
Thank
good.
you. Well, like I said, I did it because of like health. I would say health reasons, but I want my hair healthy, and my hair was the way it was cut. It was a lot of layers, and so in order for it to grow, I had to like cut it chop it off so that I can grow back in one lane. And my
Yeah.
hairdresser was like, "Look, let's just." I say hairdresser, but she's been my friend since like middle school. So no one, if you don't know me prior to 2020, you've never seen me with short hair. So like if you're pre
Yeah.
2020, pre COVID, you've never seen my hair short hair because I have like a whole like lore about my hair because I've only this is my third time as a bob girl. The first time was like 20, probably like 2013, 14 or something like way long ago, and then the second time was like 2019, then finally 2026 because I always do stuff to my hair and like it got damaged, I would cut it, and then finally when I'm done doing all these trial and errors, then I chop it off. So this is like my way of saying like I'm starting all over and letting my hair grow. So it's not always gonna be like this. That's why like I'm enjoying the bob because it's not gonna be forever. I mean, I say that, but I don't. I love my long hair. My boyfriend loves my long hair. He's like, why'd you cut it? He's like, obviously you look beautiful, but I love your long hair. I was like, I know, but it's not your choice. I'm just kidding. But no, I was like, no, I mean, it's just temporary. I'm gonna grow it. It's just, I like the bob too. And it's so nice, like not having to deal with it. And then the summer and the humidity, like I just like it. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, it
girl.
looks good.
Thank you.
New hair,
Easy.
new you.
Exactly. And it grows fast. Literally in 6 months, you're like, what the heck? It's gonna be like up to here. Okay, watch me say that and then it doesn't grow. So let me shush.
Or even like you're like, you know what, I actually kind of like it short. I'm just gonna keep it short forever.
Well, they say once you go short, you like want to go shorter, and I'm like, I don't know what's shorter than my clavicle, but
Yeah, no, I definitely will never cut like, especially because once again,
yeah,
like because my hair when it's curly is this short. Like this is fine. Like
Yeah,
to
because if you cut it shorter, it's literally gonna be on
when it
top of
gets
your.
curlier, it's gonna be like, and I can't, not for me. There are girls who rock it. I see girls who rock it.
And
I'm
well,
not
also
one of
like
those girls,
my
but
my face, I think it is for like short hair too. But my thing is, like I said, it also gets frizzy. Like if I take it down, I'm like calling myself out here, but it is like poofy.
poofy. Yeah, yeah. Not necessarily a negative way, but yeah, it's poofy. That's
No,
how my hair was up until yesterday when I was like, I literally just went in the shower and I was like, okay, please, I can't do this
girl,
anymore.
yeah, no, and
And then
that's what
it
was
just
like.
went,
I was getting overstimulated. Like it was just so long and in my face. I was like, oh, like let me take it out. So now that it's
yeah,
short, it's just so fun and easy and manageable. And I'm like, I'm loving the bob right now. I feel
yeah.
like I've unlocked a new character.
Oh.
Yeah. Tell my boyfriend, I was like, this is my new short hair character. He's like, you're crazy. Anyways,
Okay, let's get into the stories. We have one honestly really big story and then other two that are kind of like meh. But
probably like,
one that I think we you said okay. And one that I think we can like really just like dive into. But are you ready? Do you have a cup with you? I meant to tell you.
my water burger cup.
Perfect. Let us clink.
I said, clean.
Okay. So I'm going to play this viral clip. Hopefully I'm probably not gonna play the whole thing, but I want you to get the gist of it, everyone listening. And then we're just going to discuss it because it's kind of crazy. Okay, that's not. Let me give context. Okay, so this girl
Oh my
posted this voice note. Whoa, this
God.
voice note. This
He
voice
spoke
note.
like there's a language. Is it like German?
I have no idea. She posted this voice note from a guy after their first date. This is what he sent her.
Physical intimacy to see if like I am sexually compatible with you. So like if I'm gonna come over, like I would be hoping to like hook up, have sex, have a good time, have like that romantic spark and that physical spark there for my own sake. Because it's hard for me to continue dating someone and seeing them if I don't know if I'm sexually compatible. So I know you said I don't know about that. So like I guess my thing is like, what would be the point of me coming over then if we're not gonna like hook up and like cuddle and like be intimate with each other? And if that's what you don't want, that's fine. But like, I think we should just like end it here then, respectfully.
Okay, that's essentially the clip. Isabel, do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
No, you go first. I'm curious to know your thoughts.
Okay, so I have a lot of thoughts, which is why I'm like, I have a podcast. I can share them. So, all right, let's talk just the straight up words that were spoken first. I see so many people like really upset. And I'm not saying that I don't understand why they're upset. What I'm saying is like he
Yeah,
was clear about his intentions and like honestly like I maybe I'm just jaded, but like thank you. Like he made it clear that he was in it for the sex and now, as someone who doesn't hook up, I can be, if it were me, I could be like, oh, thank you so much for being open and honest. That's not what I'm looking for. Best of luck. As a matter of fact, I've actually had to have that conversation multiple times because a lot of guys, this is years
you
ago,
know,
a lot
yeah,
of guys, that is what they're looking for. So, I remember back in 2021, I was kind of sort of seeing this guy and we hung out maybe like our fourth or fifth time hanging out. And then I was enjoying myself, we were having fun. And then he just straight up goes, so are we gonna have sex? Like you've been here so many times, are we just not gonna have sex? And I was like, oh. And he was like, oh, I mean, usually like I have sex like sometimes like the first time I meet people. And I was like, okay, well, I'm not that girl. Like, but I'm glad that he went ahead and just asked. He probably should have asked earlier so we wouldn't have wasted either one of our times. But like,
or
you know, I think it's good that I don't have too much of a problem with him saying like the words he was saying because like he was clear he wants to have sex with her and he doesn't want to continue if they don't. Okay. Like
yeah,
that.
I think obviously like the bars in hell.
Oh, the bar. Yeah. 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 Yeah.
I think right, but I think for me, I'm like, I'm not really surprised because yeah, the bar's in hell. Like there's so many unfortunately the fact that people are saying, "Oh, this guy at least he was honest." It just shows that how like low
Yeah.
we are thinking of like men, in the dating pool. Obviously I'm in a
Yeah.
relationship now, but like obviously before I was single and I was on dating apps and stuff and it's just like, could he have used better words? Yes, he could have, Did he have to be like a total a-hole? But no, but at the end of the day, if I was that girl on the receiving end, I would just be like, okay, literally dodge the bullet. This guy is loud and wrong, and yeah, don't need to be paying attention to him. I always say it's like you have to be upfront and honest about what you want. Obviously, with dignity, right? The guy did not show that, but but obviously it's like, what do you expect? That guy is, yeah, lame.
I mean, the
So it's
bar
just
is
like
in hell.
that's what I'm
So,
saying, the bars in hell. And so, am I shocked? No, because that's probably one out of the many conversations that these people are having in the dating world. And that's like what's sad about it. You know what I mean? But hey, if I was that girl, I would just take it as like a blessing. Like, girl, you dodged a bullet. Clearly this guy, that's literally what he thinks of himself. And it's there's bigger fish to fry. There's
yeah.
a lot to unpack there. I would just be like, all right, bye. You know,
No, literally. I'd be so happy. I'd be like, oh, thank God you didn't waste my time. You didn't.
I did see, I'm sorry, go.
I was gonna say, I'd be like, oh, thank God you did not waste my time.
Exactly.
Okay, thanks. Bye. Like, I'd be so happy. But so then the other hand is like, this is like results of the hookup culture. Like, some of the people who are upset, it's just really interesting to me because it's kind of like, especially the people who say that they hook up. Now, if you don't hook up and you're upset, that's fine. But people who do hook up, it is interesting because it's like, well, what else? Like, sure, he's supposed like. I think part of it is like a guy. All girls want the guy to love them for who they are, and
Yeah.
that's what he's supposed to do. But
I
when
did like
we have
what's his face? There was that guy, I forgot his name. He used to do a lot of the conservative takes, but now he does relationship.
Christian,
Christian, he did a good take on this one, which like it is true. It's crazy that when it comes to men, we say, oh, like for example, we would call that guy, oh well, at least he was honest. But if a girl said, oh, I want to see your bank account, I want to see this, all of a sudden she's a gold digger, she's this, she's that. You know what I mean? And it's like the double standards of it all. What did he say?
that's a good point. Well, I think like overall, this should not even have been like a
Oh, this one.
An audio message a man left a woman after only the first date, where he told her the next time he saw her, he wanted to be physically intimate to see if they were compatible. He then goes on to say he doesn't even see the point in seeing her again if they're not going to hook up. People then had the audacity to praise this man, claiming he was honest and upfront about his feelings. And so I just wanted to propose, if we're going to be so upfront and honest, and we're going to treat each other
That's
like
what I was
we're
saying too first.
objects, not like we're human beings created with a soul and with emotions and reasoning, and we can build connection. I think after the first date, women should start saying to men, yeah, next date, let's go to the bank and let's see if we're financially. Let's see if you can buy me a house and take care of me for the rest of my life. How many do your parents have? What are they going to be leaving us?
Anyways, it's just saying how in today's society, because the bar is in hell, literally for guys, it's like we praise men for doing the bare minimum. And I always have to tell my friends, it doesn't matter like what you've been through, your experiences, like you hold yourself to a high standard, Miss Ma'am, and forget if you have dropped your crown a few times or many of times, because this happened to me. I'm saying speaking from experience, whether you like big, tall, short, skinny, fat. Like, get yourself together because you deserve more. And the fact that we're telling these guys, oh, well, at least he doesn't do this and at least he doesn't do that. It's like, no, we should not be accepting the bare minimum. That's not the way you talk to women. And again, that guy aside, I mean, that guy has a lot of issues, like clearly. But it's just like, if a woman said, hey, men are very visual. Like if they don't like you, they don't like you. Like they're like, I'm not attracted to you, and I think
and
a
they'll
lot of
let
times
you know.
women, yeah, and I feel like with us, with girls, we're more emotional. We're more like, well, I can give this guy a chance. Like, he's not, he's not the cutest. He's not this. And it's like, no, because guess what? Even if you think that guy, if you don't find that person attractive, it's wrong to leave that person on.
Yes.
both ways, you know what I mean?
Yes.
But I think when it comes to guys, like I said, they're more straight up. So as women, we also should be straight up, you know? Hey,
Yeah.
do you have this? Do you have that? This is what I want. This is what I want. But women get labeled, oh, you're asking for too much. They're gonna call you a gold digger and this and that. But it's like guys don't have a problem clearly stating what they want, you know what I mean? So, anyways, I think that was just more like sidetrack. But that was another interesting take that I was like, interesting. Because at first I was just like, well, at least he's being honest. I literally said that too. I was like, well, at least he's being honest. But again, I think it's because we're so used to the bar being solo. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah. When he said that, I felt like that duck meme where the duck is like, me? And I was like, I said that. No, like I agree though. I saw a tweet a couple weeks ago and it said something like this girl's mom was like, "Oh, give so and so a chance." And she's like, "Oh, I don't really find him attractive." And the mom's like, "So who cares?" And then she was like, "Yeah, but like guys don't do that for girls. Like guys
They
they
don't.
don't find a
If you're
girl
not their dream
attractive."
woman, they will drag you to
Yeah.
infinity and beyond.
Let
Like
me
that's the difference between women and men. Like men will literally. I was just telling my sister this. I'm like, there are guys that will literally like you could be the most perfect person. If you're not his dream girl, leave because guess what? He's not going to do anything unless you're his dream girl. And sure, you could be next to him and you can spend your time with him. Like they're not going to be like they're like. I was just telling my sister her friend this because they're like Gen Z and they're younger, and I'm like also speaking to them like, look, if you're having to chase this boy, newsflash, he does not like you, and you should run very very far away.
in fact,
Guys like, believe it or not, but guys like when you stand up for yourself and you have, values and you have morals. And at the end of the day, you shouldn't even be doing it for them. You should be doing it for yourself. And at the end of the day, if that person doesn't meet them, then guess what? They're literally gonna go the other way, you know? So yeah, it's just I was just saying that too. There was something I was gonna say, but I forgot. But yeah, basically, like I feel like when it comes to guys, like if you're not their dream girl, you're wasting your time. Like you're just
100%.
like they're not gonna be like, oh well, she's a nice girl, this and that. They're just gonna be like, okay, I don't find her attractive,
Yep.
and that's
And
it. Very simple.
yeah, and I can attest to that. I have seen that in my personal life and in lives of others. A guy, the meanest person on earth is not a woman. It is a guy who is not interested in you physically and wants you and everyone else around you to know that he is not interested in you physically. That is the meanest person on earth. Like men
Literally,
do not make these type of exceptions. Now I do feel as if we're men bashing. Actually, no, I'm not man bashing. I'm not. Like, don't bean soup this. If you're a good guy, you're a good guy. If you're not, I'm talking about you. But yeah. So like I'm telling you, like,
you're like, not
the
my
bar
man though.
really isn't hell. But I will say this other thing too. Actually, no, sorry. Before we go back to the topic, I wanted to make another comment about like not being a dream girl. I fully believe that a woman, like a guy, obviously men and women in a relationship should like each other equal, but the guy
Right.
does have to like her a little bit more. I'm
I,
sorry.
I, I think that. Like I agree. I
He
literally was telling
has
that to my
to.
sister. I was like, I feel like the only time a relationship really work, whether it's a relationship, marriage, is like if the guy likes the girl a little bit more. Like
Yep.
that's just it.
Sorry.
Like I feel like guys, they naturally, instinctively, they're providers. They wanna provide. They wanna I wanna say chase, but they wanna feel like they're like it's not so attainable. I feel like if they don't have to work for it, they're just kind of like, okay, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, and I think again, if you're true to yourself, you're true to your values, and you say no to anything else that is not that, then the right people will. And that's not even just relationship, but just friendship too. If this is who you say you are, and this and that, and you and Mal, we've especially 2020 era, like we've lost a lot of friends. We've lost a lot of friends, and friendships have come and gone, relationships. And I think it's just like staying true to yourself and your values, because if someone can't meet them, then they're probably not the person for you. And you're just going to spend a life having to, minimize who you are and stuff like that, just to say that you have said relationship or whatever. So yeah,
Yeah. No,
it's
you're
that.
so right. And I think like at the end of the day, circling back to the thing, I think a lot of it is as a result of hookup culture. Like
Yeah.
if like the women are in charge, and if we were the ones who would be like, you know what, no, we're not accepting this type of
Yeah.
behavior, like the fact that he even is thinking about, yeah, we got to be sexually compatible on the second,
Again, the
well,
fact that we've even gone
honestly
to
before
this
marriage,
point
but like
where someone even has the audacity to say that. You know what I
yes,
mean? Like that's how far we've come. And I'm not just blaming guys. I think it's also men and women, right? We've the way that we've had interactions with when it comes to, dating and stuff. I think it just shows the culture that we are in today of like it's so for him to pick up and just even do that voice note just says a lot about the dating culture. There we
Yeah.
go. That's what I'm saying. Because it's just
Yeah.
like again our initial thought of like, oh well, at least he's honest. It's so natural because I mean, I know like you said you've had your experiences. I've had my fair share before I was, in a relationship, and it's just like, yeah, that's very like in your head, you're probably like, yeah, that's very common
No,
response.
literally, I'm like, that's
So it's not
no,
like you were wrong. You know what I mean?
yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, that does happen, girl. Like, why are you upset? Like, this
Like
is the
that,
world we
like
live
that
in.
does seem accurate. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I exactly, and that's another reason when I was single, I was like, I wouldn't even do dinner dates. I had so at the end of my like dating, like right before I met my boyfriend, I had so many rules. I'm just like, I'm gonna be single forever because again, I would come across people like that. I'm just like scratching my head, like, and the thing about dating apps, I was telling my boyfriend's friend, like they purposely like when you get on these dating apps, like you think, oh, they really want me to find the love of my life, and no, it's not. That's why you see people that are there for years and years and years because what they want to do is they'll put you with non-compatible people, even though they know that they have the algorithm and all this stuff to match you with the right, with more accurate dating,
More compatibility.
yeah, more compatibility, but people have more compatibility and they don't because they want you on those apps forever because the more you use them, the more they get paid, the more you're more like desperate and want to get a membership and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so it's just a money grab, which is horrible. But I mean, this is a side note, but one of my friends well, like acquaintances that I met at a conference like a few years back, she's Catholic and she has a dating app called like Catholic Singles and stuff like that. And they do like what is it called? Speed dating. So
Mm.
anyways, my hope to all the Christian Catholic girlies out there, go check them out because I guess it's better than, you know, Tinder and all that.
Yeah.
Side plug.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, dating is just so terrible. But honestly, I'm happy for everyone that has found someone and like has moved out of it. I am like, I wouldn't wish. Actually, I would wish this on my worst enemy. That's
No.
a random saying that I don't. This is another tangent. I understand that saying. I would not wish it on my worst enemy. No, it's my worst enemy, so I would wish it on them. I don't understand that. Like when I think about my enemies, I have 4
No.
specifically. I would wish some of these bad things on them.
No, don't say that, Mallory. Mallory
Right.
doesn't
Okay,
mean
you're
it.
right. You're right. That's not right. That's not right.
Mallory, I know, I've been going to the gym. Ooh,
Okay. Looking good. Arms out. Okay.
I'm so all over the place. No, I know what you mean though. Like, yeah, my best of luck to all my queens out there. Deserve your love story. I
Yeah.
just, yeah, don't know what to say. I always tell my boyfriend, I'm like, please don't send me out there
No,
into the streets.
literally. If you're listening and you're debating whether you should break up with your boyfriend, unless he has hit you, don't break up with him. Like literally, unless he has hit you, whatever you're going through, you can get through it. I'm telling you.
I love that advice. It's so funny. I was my hairdresser, my friend. She was like, "Girl, don't let that man go." And I was like, "I mean, I don't plan on it. No, I'm not.
Yeah,
I am head over heels." No, I'm just kidding. But I mean, I'm not kidding. But it's just so funny because, anyways, we'll have some more chats after this.
you're so cute. You're so like in it.
I'm like, I tell my parents, or like my parents will say something, and I'm like, "I'm in love," and they're like, "Okay."
Oh,
It's fun. It's a fun little bubble right now. Like it's just us and just having fun. We're excited. But it's crazy. Like, okay, I don't know. I'm not trying to like rain on your parade or anything because I hate it when people did that. They're like, okay, well, me.
no,
But
you're good. You're good.
time really
There's
does
people
fly
who
when you.
listen who are in relationships,
Oh, okay, okay.
so this
Oh,
will
okay,
make
okay.
them happy.
So if anybody doesn't know my story, I was like the single veteran. Okay, literally, if you pull up the dictionary and single girl, me right there. But yeah, almost I guess yeah, 3 years ago, I met my partner. I keep saying partner, and I'm like, is that a girl or a boy?
No, literally, it's like, oh, it's giving
You can't say
lesbian.
partner anymore because you never. Anyway, so yeah, I met my boyfriend and we've been dating. We're just happily ever after here in our little bubble. And it's crazy. Like I don't know. We both say like it doesn't feel like that long. We talked about it so many times and everything, and it's just like, oh my God, 3 years already. Time flies. Time flies in general, especially if you're with the right person. And it just yeah, it's good. And it's funny because people are like, oh, just wait till this and wait till that. Like that's another thing for another day. It's just like people's projections of just like their life on you, whether you're single or you're in a relationship. Like, girl, don't even get me started. I just feel like people project like, oh, just wait till this, just wait till that, and it's like, no, thank you. We're good. Like, you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like I always told you, Mel, like I, have faith in God, and ultimately, His will be done. And so it's just, yeah. I feel like people love to project their fears on other people, and I think it's wrong. Especially if you already are happily married, just leave the singles and the dating people alone. We're trying to figure it out. So thank you.
Yeah.
PSA to everyone.
Yeah, I hear that a lot. A lot of times, single or like married people will tell like newly married people like, "Oh, the honeymoon phase only lasts," and a lot of
Yeah.
my friends are like, "No, our honeymoon phase is kind of still going on. Like, we're happy."
But yeah,
And
it's
they've
what
been
you make
married for
out of
like
it,
multiple years. Yeah,
Yeah, that's what you make out of it. And I don't know. I also think like there's a lot of you really can't, like I tell you, Mel, like you send DMs and stuff talking about it, but like you can't compare yourself, no matter if you're single,
no,
dating, and engaged. And I know there's times where you're like, oh my God, like we're only human. I'm not gonna sit here and be like, oh, I never get that feeling. I never, I do. I'm like, okay, like I want my little happily ever after too, but at the same time, it's like you never know what these people are like. Their lives are behind closed doors. You just don't know. Like you could be following your favorite family influencer, and next thing you know, they're posting their divorce, and you're like, wait, what? I thought they were their happiest family ever. Then you go back home, and you're like, oh well, my boyfriend doesn't do that. My partner's not doing that. My girlfriend's not doing that. It's just like a comparison game, or especially if you're also single. It's like you don't, you see all these couples, and you're probably like, oh my gosh, like they're so blissful, and it's like you don't know if they're fighting like cats and dogs
yeah,
in real life, or they're
yeah,
just hanging on by a thread. So that's
yeah. I
another,
think it's really important to just kind of make
especially
sure
for
you're
the
doing
young
what.
followers, because at least us, like we're millennial, like we grew up without, like I think I got Instagram after high school, like I was already in college, you know. And
Yeah,
nowadays it's like you're literally glued to your phone.
yeah. Yeah, I think I got Instagram my senior year in high school. I
I did
think.
too.
I
Yeah, it was
think.
like senior
I know I
year.
got my Facebook my senior year. But yeah, like I just think that like if we all focus on like, and it sounds selfish to say like focus on ourselves, but really that is what it is. Like if we're
Yeah.
constantly trying to compare, or not even trying to compare, but like just comparing ourselves and like looking at other people's lives and just being all like them, then it really does just bum you out. Like not just like makes you sad, but it like bums you out. So I think like at the end of the day, anybody listening, like it's better to like just not compare. It's
Yeah.
better to even
Or log off if you feel that way.
yeah, and like I think you should have like these are the standards I have. Meet those standards. If you have your standards, the guy meets the standards, then that's fine. Some people, and yeah, I guess I'll just leave it at that.
You're like, some
I was gonna say something else, but I'm not going to. But let's do one more story, or do you want to talk about
there's one more story.
something else?
What? What else? What
I
else?
feel like those two stories aren't really interesting now that we're like
Maybe
here.
World Cup, because World Cup's going on.
Oh yeah, we can talk about the World Cup.
We got like,
Had no idea.
wait,
I was like in the presence of a real sports girly. Like you guys have no idea. She has been to like every game pretty much.
wait,
She
who?
is you.
Girl,
Well, I
I
mean, you've
wish.
watched every game. Okay,
I've
I'm
watched every game.
exaggerating, but you've
Yeah, I'm like, wait,
watched like
when did
every
I?
game. You're a sports girl. I didn't know that.
Okay, no. So Houston is a host city. Obviously, I live in Houston,
Yeah.
so it has been like literally. I was like, I didn't even know. Like, okay, that was my biggest thing with Houston, or maybe I just was oblivious. And I'm like, me and my boyfriend were like, what the heck? Like, if we would have known, we literally were like, we would have gone to Mexico, because we wanted to go to Mexico City. Anyways, I've been saying this because it's like beautiful. And we're like, oh my gosh, if we had known, like, where were we 2 years ago when they literally announced, I guess 4 years ago, they announced that Houston was going to be a host city. And then it's like, and then in Houston, I was just laughing because of all the TikToks. It was like, you got 30 minutes, because they were just filling the potholes in our city right before FIFA. I'm like, oh my God, that is so bad. Atlanta too. Atlanta, Houston.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Dallas also was a host city. Anyways, so I never went to a game, and like I swear, I'm like, this is the biggest thing ever. Like, if you're a content creator, post the dang content. I told my boyfriend, I'm like, I am so mad. Like, I'm not mad at anybody else. I'm mad at myself that I didn't post my videos and my content consistently, because that could have been me going to a game. And I'm just like so bummed. But
Yeah, because they were
it is
just
what it is.
giving out tickets, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, a lot of my like influencers that I follow, they're like literally going to the game not once but twice, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, like you just never know the kind of opportunities that will open up to you, you know.
Girl, we need to be
So I
posting
was being so
daily.
salty. I was being so salty. I'm like, I need to post my content. So yeah, as soon as I'm telling you, I'm posting my content because you just even the way that I post now, you know, I still get opportunities and collabs. Like I can only imagine, you know what I mean? So yeah, that was my biggest takeaway. But yeah, the games were fun. We had all these countries we were rooting for: Iran, Sweden, Mexico, obviously. Very heartbreaking. And then the USA. It was so funny because every team we were cheering for is like they kept losing and we're like,
No, literally, that's what I told my brother. I said, I'm going to be cheering for Argentina because everybody's saying they want Argentina to lose. So Spain will win. So I'm going to cheer for Argentina because every time I cheer for a team, they lose.
they literally,
And I don't want to
it's
keep
so
doing that.
heartbreaking. Yeah, on my heart rate, I'm like, I'm gonna take my Aura ring off because it's gonna be like, girl, get some help. So I'm kind of like sad, but also like happy that it's gonna be over. I'm like, I can't be staying up this late. Like, I mean, I don't even. It's so funny because I don't even. It's not like I even drink at the games. Oh gosh, I can't even imagine. But I'm like, yeah, I can't. For my mental health, I can't have FIFA every week. Like when when Mexico lost, I was so sad. But then I was like, well, I guess we don't have to stay up late anymore. Like, I was like, we were staying up so late watching these games, especially like the 7, 8 p.m. ones. But it was fun. I wish, like I said, you don't want to regret. And I'm over here like, I wish. But yeah, I wish I would have gone, and I wish I would have been more in the city. But then I'm like, I'm also like, I'm weird because I'm like half and half. I also hate traffic and I hate being in the heat, and so I'm like, would have I had fun though? You know what I mean? So
Okay, I don't even really. So we are a soccer family, but I say family because I don't care, but my family, my parents, my brother do. So I know the game pretty well. Bench captain, my senior year, and so like I know the game. I can watch in person. I cannot watch on the screen. But I will say, I told my friends, I said, if we make it to this next game, I have all of this red, white, and blue glitter. Guys, let's go. And then like literally we lost the game, and I was like, okay, well, there's that.
I know, and we got our butts beat. Well, USA did. I mean, I think Mexico put up a little fight. Put up a fight. But
When's the next game?
girl, it's over. It's the final on Sunday.
What time?
Girl, I would not know. I don't know. When is the World? What time is the World Cup final?
Sunday at 2 p.m.
2 p.m. Queen.
2 p.m.
Eastern.
Okay.
Because it's in New Jersey or New York, whatever.
Okay, we have this.
Justin Bieber's performing.
Say it again.
Justin Bieber's performing.
I saw.
They're like, I'm here for the concert.
Yeah, I saw. We have this place called the French Quarter in Charlotte.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay,
Now
like
that I think about it, I don't know why it's called that. 'Cause, like, there's nothing French there. There's like a hookah lounge, bar, and like a.
You see the memes? It was like, y'all need to stop with the hookah. They're like, I don't want hookah. I just want my pancakes.
Yeah, like I don't know why it's called the French Quarter now that I think about it. But anyway, that is like a really fun place. So I was thinking maybe going there. So maybe I'll do that.
So do you drive there and like park like in the street, or do you like Uber? Like, how do y'all do it over there? I'm like, I think you live in a different country.
No, it kind of is because like the French Quarter is like an alley. I don't know.
Okay, this is getting interesting.
Describe it. It's like an alleyway.
So we go to this dungeon.
It's like multiple.
We have to leave our belongings. We are naked.
I don't really know how to describe it, but it's like an alleyway. So like you can't park
like I know what you mean, like a street of bars, right? And it's not the
yeah. But the bars at the French Quarter are in the alley.
Okay.
And there's like tables. If I go, I'll take a picture and like send it to you.
Picture. Put it on Instagram.
Anyway, like, so to get to the French Quarter, I'm not going to drive. If I do end up going, I'm going to take the train, which everybody's going to be like, don't take the train.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like there's like, wait, gonna make if I go out, I hate like looking for parking in Houston. Like, they'll be like $40. I'm like, $40. Yeah.
Like,
I'm not paying that.
I can't do
That's a
parking in
cute outfit for
Charlotte
me. I'm like,
uptown. I can't
I'm
do,
like,
and if you're a real Charlottean, you know, a native Charlottean, you know, it's called downtown, but all the new
yeah.
people came and it's actually called they call it uptown now. But anyway, I can't
Yeah, because
park up
the way
there.
it's,
I
I don't
just
know,
can't.
because cities are growing. Like we have uptown, downtown, midtown,
Yeah. We have a midtown.
Montrose, and then the suburbs and stuff.
Yeah.
So
And we have South End is like the main like poppin' place.
oh, okay.
Yeah. It's where
The
the
beach
youth
is how
go.
far from you?
Huh?
How far is the beach from you?
So the closest beach is probably like 2 hours. And I know,
Okay, that's far. Why do I feel like it's so funny when you don't know when you don't know a place? Oh my God, I can't talk because I picture myself like, oh, you're literally next to the beach, like you can go to during lunch.
well, that's so funny you say that because I was telling someone, I was like, yeah, what's so great about Charlotte is like, no, sorry, Charlotte is 3 hours from the beach, 2 hours from the mountains. I was telling someone
Uh,
that and they were like, oh, really? Our beach is like 30 minutes. And I was like, oh, okay, well,
yeah, like our like even
good for
Galveston. I
you.
mean, granted, it's not your beachy blue water, but the beach is like 45 minutes from us. Well, for me, well, it's like an hour and 20 minutes.
So we have lakes. We have two major lakes. And that is probably like if you ever are on my social media, that's probably what you see. And you might think it's the beach. Now the lake is probably like 45 minutes. And I was saying in last episode, like I love the lake. Like that is where I'm meant to be. I take 10 minutes on that boat and I'm like, wow, like life is worth living again. Like
Yeah.
that's the life I'm supposed to have. I'm supposed to actually be doing this every weekend. I don't do
So
it
you
every
don't like the
weekend.
beach? You rather have the lake? I feel
We
like
have
I
a
love a
lake.
good ocean.
No, no. And our lake is man-made.
You're like, no, no, no.
No. The closest ocean is 3 hours. The
Oh my
closest ocean is
God.
3 hours. Closest mountain is 2 hours. But it's still a good like spot. Cause then we have the lake 45 minutes. But
Oh my
yeah, I've been
God.
hearing other people like, oh, the beach is 45 minutes from our house. I'm like, oh.
You're like, okay, just kidding, you guys. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Compared to Texas, I feel like every other state is small besides like California. So it's like, I'm like, that little thing, 2 hours? That's crazy.
Well,
But
I think it's
what do I
about
know?
3 hours. No, maybe 4 hours to go from one part of North Carolina to the other. If you go this
Okay,
way.
okay. Yeah,
If,
I think from Boston to New York is like 4 hours. So I've been to Boston.
yeah.
And you guys, like, that's the cool part about living in like a smaller state. You guys can travel and you're like in another state, which is cool. Like Texas, girl, unless you get on a plane, girl, we get on a plane to fly to Dallas. Like,
Yeah.
and if you drive, it's gonna be a 5 hour drive. So
That's
there's an airport in El Paso, there's an airport in Dallas, Austin, Houston, and I don't know about San Antonio. Is there? Probably, yeah.
there is
So
one in San Antonio, yeah.
I think so. Yeah, there
Yeah,
has to be.
cuz for Melanie's wedding, I had to fly into San Antonio.
Okay, just kidding.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't
yeah,
know.
yeah.
It's so funny. Like I think the city that I know the least is San Antonio because obviously I lived in Dallas, which again a lot of people are like, you lived in Dallas. Like I'm like I'm only like what 32, and I feel like I lived like 5 lives. So there's like the pre-COVID Isabel and post-COVID Isabel. Pre-COVID, I did live in Dallas for 2 years. I lived actually 15 minutes from downtown. So yeah, and it's actually I keep getting the reminders. I was like, oh, my hair was so long. I was skinnier.
That's how every time I get any notification, I'm like, dang, I was skinnier.
And I was like, why was I complaining back then?
No, literally, I'm
No.
like, wow, I used to be hot. What happened?
You know when people are like they glow up the older they get? I feel like I'm not glowing up the
No,
older.
literally, I was just thinking if I did a before and after, people are gonna be like, "Wait, what's the?"
Like no, Mallory. Like okay, I know it's like you're probably like shut up. Like I know like that's it's giving pick me, but I swear like I know my body and I'm like, where can I get these abs again? Well, you can't really see.
No, I can't see them at all, but I trust you.
Mm. But I'm like, there's no abs anymore. They're like, mommy, what is it? Honey, there is no plane.
Honey, there is no play.
Maybe
No,
whenever, maybe
literally.
because I didn't go to the World Cup, honey, there is no plane. Anyways, but
All that
okay,
to
that's
say,
now.
what were we talking about
I
initially?
have no clue. Oh, the glow up in the Dallas and
No, before that,
it's the World Cup.
the World Cup. So yeah,
Anyways,
go
World Cup
team.
this Sunday. I hope I go to the FIFA Festival. We'll keep you guys updated. I guess we'll check up Mal's Instagram for the what were we checking for?
The
Oh,
French Quarter.
the alley. And you guys can check my Instagram to see if I make it to the FIFA Festival.
You should totally go. Do whatever you can to go to that festival. Is it free?
Honestly, No, honestly, yes, I want to because I want to get a little charm bracelet. So like, memories.
Yeah.
I can be like, I can tell my future kids, look, this was FIFA when I was in Houston. Here you go.
Yeah.
And you get them for free. And ever since Mexico lost, there's like literally no crowd.
Okay.
But I don't know. Argentina's pretty rowdy, so I think there will be a crowd at the FIFA festival. So I'm trying to go tomorrow or like Saturday because Sunday's gonna be ridiculous. I'm not going
Yeah.
Sunday. Plus, I kind of want to watch at the house. I don't know. Like, it's not really my teams. Like, obviously, yeah, I want to see it, but do I really care that much? No.
So who are you going for?
I mean, may the best team win, but I am rooting more for Spain because fun fact, well, a lot of Mexicans have Spain, roots, but my great grandpa, I think, was from Spain. So I think I'm like what, 15, 20%, 25% Spain here. So, and Rojas, my last name is actually it's originated in Spain. So, fun fact, girl.
Cool.
Which kind of makes sense because I feel like I get like girls so many times they're like, "Where are you from? Where are you from?" I really want to take ancestry tests to see like where the heck my family is from.
You should. Melanie did it and is obsessed with it.
Really?
Yeah, she did like
Where's she
multiple.
from? I'm like, where's she from?
She's okay. She's told me, and I'm gonna be so embarrassed. Okay, she's from okay, Mexico.
Okay,
Um,
period.
yeah, we knew that already. I want. She's
If you don't remember, it's fine. Because
yeah,
girl,
I can't remember. I know that she does have a no. I know she's indigenous. She has indigenous roots. I know
yeah,
that.
I'm pretty sure we like all do. That's what I'm thinking like, there's really no like, oh, we're from Spain because like I think a lot of Mexicans because Spain was our, they what is it called? They
Colonized.
ruled Mexico for like 300 years actually.
Yeah.
So,
And
but Rojas is a Spaniard last name.
And I mean, some of us too, like, the difference between some black people or brown people in general is just kind of like a boat stop.
Yeah.
So I think we all have a lot. And then anybody from North Carolina, your parents, grandparents, and grandparents say that you have Cherokee in you. So I know that.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. But the thing that's interesting about that is like everyone I know who's from North Carolina, whose family's been here for years, they always say they have Cherokee. And so my family says that.
Girl, my
So it's
computer's like
always like,
overheating.
is that true? Or is this just like urban legend? I don't know. But and my
Yeah.
family's been in Charlotte specifically for at least, I think we said 7 or 8 generations, a really long time.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, anyway, girly, we have like talked and chatted. I'm so glad you came on today. And
I'm so glad I did too. I was telling my sister, I was like, I have to record this podcast. I was like, we literally rescheduled like 30 times.
yeah.
I felt so
But
bad.
this was good. What was meant to happen was meant to happen. I
Right?
hope there is video for this. I don't
Okay,
think
let's
there
do the
is.
ending then and see what we're working with because I think my computer's like overheating.
Yeah. We're done. We
Okay.
we at least have audio, so that's good. If you enjoyed this episode, make sure you share. If you think Isabel should come back on again, let me know. I think she should.
Vote for me
And make sure you follow her. What's your Instagram?
at Style and Smile, double E at the end.
Yay. Okay. If you like this episode, make sure you rate, review, subscribe, leave comments, and then have a
Good
good
comment.
day, night, evening, however, wherever you're listening.
Bye, guys.